Oh, he's got records. He's got tapes. He's got DVDs, VSH. He's got a bunch of CDs. But he's got a show. It's the Groamy Show. It's the Groamy Show. Oh, it's the Groamy Show.
The Groamy Show is recorded live at 1206 West Robb Avenue in beautiful Lima, Ohio. We are only here to help.
All right, you're watching The Groamy Show here on ZTO TV, and this time around, my special guest is Lou Poster. Appreciate you coming in.
Hey, Groamy. Hello, Groamies.
Groamies, yes. And Lou's from Columbus, Ohio, and is, I don't know, a legend in the Columbus music community?
I'm just old and have been there for like 22 years.
Right. I'm old and I've been here for 25. We're legends. Yeah,
I'll take it. That's
right.
fine.
Exactly. Yeah, you've been doing it, been down there for 22 years. Because we were talking earlier, and you owned, do you mind? You owned
Cafe Bourbon Street
Cafe Bourbon
and
Street.
the Summit, which was right next door to, well, still is right next door to.
Right. Because it turns out we have mutual friends,
Right.
which is
Eric Wrong, if you're out there watching.
right.
We know you.
Yes, yeah. Still owes me money. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, and they've played here before.
That's how he gets his nice jackets.
Yes. He's styled very violent, isn't he? But you've been in bands for, because we were talking, you played with, who else you played with?
I played with a band called I Have Mass when I was about this big, and then I started a band called Grafton in '96.
Grafton, that was the one I remember.
And we still play once every 3 years, whether we need to or not.
Right on. Whether they want you to or not.
I've got a band called Driftmouth now that I've been
Right.
playing with for about the last 2.5 years.
And you guys just had a new album come out, Ghost?
We've got the Franklin County Nights EP just came out,
Right on.
and then we had a single, The Ghost of Paul Weaver.
That's what it was. Okay, right on. Okay. And so you still play well.
Yeah, we play Columbus, and then we've traveled around Tennessee and other parts of Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia.
Because tonight we've got just you, as guitar.
Yep.
Yes, and you're out on the road with Michigan?
Yep, we're really rocking the hell out of that Corolla right now.
Right on.
It's very much a dad rock tour.
Right on. How'd you guys hook up?
I met Mishka in Athens, Ohio, about 5,000 years ago. Grafton pulls up to play this show, and the Union Stairs, I don't know if anybody here's ever been to the Union down in Athens, but the stairs are like a ladder.
Right.
And we've got giant SVT amps, and I've got a Marshall half stack, and Jason's got this big drum kit, and Mishka comes out of the shadows with giant monkey arms and just grabs everything up and runs it up the stairs. And I'm like, who the hell is that guy?
We need to make friends with this
I
guy.
gotta be friends. I don't want him ripping my arms off.
Right,
You know?
right.
So we've been friends ever since. I actually took Mishka on a very terrifying illegal shooting trip within moments of meeting him.
Right.
And all the rules that you have when you're shooting firearms. Don't shoot near water. Don't have more than one person on the firing line. Nobody downrange while there's loaded weapons. All those rules were broken.
Right on.
Shooting things off of a pond and then shooting them back when they were in the air. And I was freaked out, and I'm very comfortable around that. Mishka his eyes were this big the whole time. And I didn't know why.
Right.
Later on, like getting to know him a little bit, I know why. And if any of you guys have read any of his stuff, you know.
Okay.
But in that moment, but he took it like a champ. Like he was standing up on the line and doing the thing, but I was worried.
Right on. And you guys are out, how many dates you doing this time?
This is just, 5 dates?
Yeah.
5 shows?
Just a little short tour.
And we did this a year ago. We did a similar little round last year.
Right on, cool.
Hitting some of the same old places.
Right. And you mentioned you started a band when you were this high. Well, I mean, why'd you pick up a guitar?
I don't know. I mean, I was bored. I quit skateboarding because I hurt myself too many times. Turns out I'm not real coordinated.
Right.
And I just, the only other solo things were like golf or pick up the guitar. So
Right. You get more chicks with the guitar, then you come with the golf.
that's what the magazine said.
Right.
I was lied to.
Right. Unless you hit them over the head with a good golf club and take them back to your cave and shit. Yeah. Describe your music. I mean, it's. I love asking musicians that because they go, I don't know. It's okay. Who's your influences with your stuff?
Wow, influence like Towns Van Zandt is a big one for me, just as far as like literary songwriting.
Right.
I I really appreciate lyrics that you can go back to 10 and 15 and 20 times and get something else out of.
Right.
I'm not a big ear candy fan. You know, I don't like pop music too much.
Right.
So music to me is just, it's like a deeper level for me. Steve Earle, you know,
Right.
people like that,
Guy
they can really
Clark.
craft
Yeah.
Guy Clark for sure.
Yeah.
People that can really craft a good story and have something that stands alone as like a literary
Right.
gift.
Right. No, that's cool. Yeah, I had a guy. Actually, quick plug for the store. Had a guy.
Come on down to Groamy's.
Had a guy been bringing in a bunch of Guy Clark and John Hyatt and John Prine and just all those great singer-songwriters, you know. And I never see that shit used. So, yeah, he's like, "Well, you interested in buying these?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." You know, I mean, yeah, I could sell an Ozzy Osbourne CD quick, but it's that, you know, when you go into independent stores like we were talking about earlier with Lost Weekend and all the stores in Columbus, when you find a Guy Clark used CD, when you find a Townes Van Zandt used CD, you never see that, you know, because it's so good. It's so good, no one wants to get rid of that shit, you know. Yes,
Yeah, those stay.
Yeah, those definitely stand the test of time. You play original music. I'm always
I do.
fighting with people about original music. What's the worst part about playing original music in Ohio?
That nobody knows what the hell you're doing and nobody cares. I mean, it's very hard.
Same way in Columbus as it
Yeah,
is
I
out
mean,
there.
it's everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're at. I mean, I'm from a really small town, and I was never going to be able to play to more than 2 people there. So
Right.
we're already doing better.
Right
Right here.
No.
It's difficult just because people want to hear what they've already heard most of the time.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
You know, you go to a giant like football party and everybody's playing covers, and that band's getting paid $25,000 to play that show. And, you know, like, it makes you sick.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's also like it is what it is. It's a party, and I understand it.
Yeah, you know, it's fun. Like I said, people
But-
if they want something they can sing along to, and I don't know, not have to think. You know, something they're familiar with.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but so it's the same way down there too. That's kind of sad. A bigger city, you would think you'd be more appreciative.
There's no place you can go.
Right. Great. You know, that's. But keep fighting the good fight out there. If you're writing original music, if you're doing your own stuff, you know.
I'm not saying quit. I'm just
Yes,
saying it's
exactly.
not pretty.
Do not go gentle into that good night. You know. Okay. What are some of your Ohio bands, Ohio musicians, who can you give a shout out to?
I'm gonna, you know, there's no way there's like 4 hours of this, but when I first moved to Columbus, one of the reasons I was really into like the underground punk scene that was happening in Columbus at that time, mid-90s. So like the Thomas Jefferson Slave Apartments, Duval Turks, Gone, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Really drew me to that area. And then there's Geraldine out of Athens was a big one. Because I used to be able to go down to Athens from West Virginia before I had moved to Columbus. So
Right.
like those kinds of bands kind of drew me in, and then there were other bands that just drowned me, like the Bass Holes and the Gibson Brothers, and
Right.
on and on.
Right.
That kind of art damaged, weird stuff, but that had like a country bent that I thought was really cool, and like a good amalgamation of like all the different kinds of music that are around that area.
Right.
A lot of people from Appalachia move to Columbus because it's, you know, we always joke it's the capital of West Virginia. Like when you get sick of West Virginia, you just move to Columbus, and there's a lot of that old country stuff that comes out of there that then breeds with newer music and gets, you know, damaged along the way, which is cool. It's a
Right.
mutation, and it's like something new.
Right. Any new bands you're listening to at the moment?
New bands right now out of Columbus, like there's a band called Dana that's fantastic. There's younger bands. There's like Free Grass, which is Sam Brown from the New Bomb Turks. His son has a band called Free Grass. Well, he's the drummer in a band called Free Grass, and they're great. And it's so cool to see like these like 16-year-old kids and then these like 45-year-old people all coming out with new music, kind of all at the same time. Like Marcy Mays is down there, and she still has bands from Scrawl.
Nice.
Sue Harshey still plays with Fort Shane. Todd May, Lydia Lovelace. Like there's all kinds of great stuff that goes on in Columbus.
Right.
And, you know, 5 or 6 nights a week.
Right. Speaking of Columbus, quick plug. Don't forget the Groamy show is going to be in Columbus. I don't know what it's September 20-something or other. 29th, yes. So if anybody from Columbus is watching, be sure and hit us up on the ZTO Groamy show page. Come out and say hi. Well, you know, I appreciate you definitely appreciate you coming in. It was good talking to you a little bit ago about you know, all the old school kind of thugs and the method and shit like that.
Right.
It's like, yeah, we're old, but you know, we learn from those experiences, hopefully, right?
I mean, I can't say it was better then. It was just different.
Yeah, it's different, you know, and it's weird that the the guy from the New Bomb Turks, his son's in a band now.
Right.
Yeah, good. Which
is great, yeah.
We gotta mold him. Yeah, we'll chase Duff. He's played on our stage before. He'll be back, and he's like 16 years old. And it's like, you know, you gotta give these kids a place to play. And you know, Jacob Burkholder, I try and help the kids around here too. Because, how do I put it? Otherwise, they're gonna grow up thinking Justin Bieber's talented, and we can't have that. This happened last time. I mentioned it a second ago. Any questions from our audience, if you don't mind? Anybody?
I'm sure that's going to go.
Right.
Silence. All right.
It's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
much better at singing and playing songs than I am about talking about
All right.
it.
Okay. All right. Well, then how about we get to that then?
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Okay. All right. You're watching the Groamy Show on ZTO TV. Be right back with music from Lou Foster.
Hey, fuckers! Think you are open-minded individuals who represent the values of true American people? Maybe you are, and maybe you're not. But if you'd like a chance to prove to a group of your peers that not only do you represent the values emblazoned on the beautiful Statue of Liberty, but you are willing to toss money at a problem in hopes of solving it, just like true fucking Americans. Seriously though, Community Refugee and Immigrant Services in Columbus, Ohio could use a little help. These are the fine people who are assisting our disenfranchised brothers and sisters from overseas. I know many of you are nervous and terrified about the people who are running away from their homeland in fear of losing their lives, but I assure you, they are not our enemies in any way. Then they could really use our help. We're not asking you to build them tiny houses or to let them sleep next to you in a laundry room or spare bedroom, although that would be very courteous of you. We just want you to join us for a night of laughs and live music. On Friday, September 29th, join us, ZTO TV, for our Undead and Alive 2017 extravaganza at the infamous Tree Bar in Columbus, Ohio. We're doing live podcasts, live music, live comedy, and much, much more. We here at ZTO TV may be assholes, but we're also human beings. So let's help some people less fortunate than us and create a few memories along the way. For more information and a full lineup of talent, please visit the events tab at facebook.com/ZTOTV.
You're watching the Groamy Show on ZTO TV, and I'm proud to present to you Lou Foster. Give it up for Lou.
I'm going to be Foster in Lima from now on.
All right. That's how we do roll around here. We fuck shit up worse than you guys do. Lou Foster, Lou Poster. It's a pleasure to... Here's Lou.
This is a song about heroin. Well, hold your memories, 'cause nothing will replace them. Like a meadow in the breeze, the towns we were escaping, folks like you and me. We land here when we're running, floor is cold and bread is cheap, the cupboard's full of nothing, and I know you just want to fix up, babe, and talk about something else. I just want to take you down. I don't care too much anymore for this part of town. There's garbage in the streets, window blinds are broken, like your jeans, and the words that we've spoken, and like you were to me, you knew the clouds meant something strange you couldn't see, the storms when they were coming, and I know you just want to fix up, babe, and talk about something else. I just want to take you down. I don't care too much anymore for this part of town. told you I would leave without no hesitation. Well, a man can find a ride any day to Western stations, and I won't start a fight that I lost long ago. Darling, you were right, I ain't living here alone. And I know you just want to fix up, babe, and talk about something else, but I just want to tear you down. I don't care too much anymore for this part of time. I don't care too much anymore for this part of time. This is a newer one. It's called The Straw Thief's Way. I don't know if you guys are nerds. I'm a nerd. The Sky, the Milky Way Galaxy band, back in the ancient Armenian days, they didn't call it the Milky Way, they called it the Straw Thief's Way, and they thought that when their straw stores were low, it was because a guy came along that path and stole their dried grass. So they called it the Straw Thief's Way, and this song is called The Straw Thief's Way. There's a little house down by the freeway. I listen to your boot heels across the paver stones. The chimney's down and the windows are rotten. Don't matter anyhow. No one calls it home. My hollow words just couldn't reach you. They hung out on morning air and turned the song's called The Starling. Well, in the evenings of summer, the old tree-lined homestead is bathed in a cool indigo. And the low pines cast shadows that cut through the tall grass and creep up the pale gravel road. Well, there's a certain kind of light and a leaving look in your eye. Don't you come back till you get what you want. Just let your tears say goodbye. Well, you learn how to live in a dusty old barroom where the bottle wouldn't leave you alone. And the old men collapsing, they grab for your sack, they're leaving, they ain't going home. Well, there's a certain kind of light and a leaving look in your eye. Don't you come back till you get what you wanted. Just let your tears say goodbye. Maybe I suppose that I fell into you, pushed till I turned you to stone. Maybe just afraid that we took too far, a road that will leave us alone. 'Cause all of our yesterdays were time that was given, time that was already gone. There's a certain kind of light and a leaving look in your eye. Don't you come back till you get what you want. Just let your tears say goodbye. Well, I see the young starling, the cold dead of winter, and she knows but to fly and to sing. By the chimney she's silent, in the lee of the north wind, and buries herself in her wings. Thanks, guys. Well, the last cigarette is already burned. You're looking your age, my friend, but what have you learned? Well, I'll settle in now that you're gone, and is all that you want. You run the streets at night, and you give what you get, and you take what you wrote, and you come back, and you come back when it rains. Well, there's nothing to show for keeping you down someplace you don't belong. But I already know hell, nothing so wild stays too long. With the clouds rolling in and the wind's picking up, I shouldn't be calling your name, should be calling your bluff. But if you wander by tonight, you'll find that my screen door's just opening up. If you'd come back, if you'd come back when it rains. If you'd come back, always come back when it rains. Thanks a lot. This song is about Columbus, Ohio, and things that happen there. It's called Franklin County Nights. Well, I should probably get to drinking or make my way back home. Just head out east across Ohio, sinking like a stone. by man. You hang on the arm of a lesser man. Well, it's too late to say I'm sorry now. Truth be told, I never am. You gotta know it's true by man. You hang on the arm of a lesser man. It's too late to say I'm sorry now. Truth be told, I never am. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks, Groamy. Thanks, Groamies. I'm Lou Foster. It's been nice to be here. I want to play one more. This is called The Prettiest Girl of All Time. The prettiest girl of all time. She's a-laying in her room, blowing smoke rings at her ceiling fan, just like we used to do. And she's cleaned up all the trash and dumped out all of my wine and thrown out those Fellini films that wasted all her time. And she never wants to see me again. And well, I don't guess that she ever will. We were holding out, waiting to begin. The prettiest girl, my friends, of all time. She wasn't always proud, but she never asked to borrow. And how she made her way sometimes, she don't talk about. And I can't forget the day unless you walk down Messer's Run with a gold key for the city and a new man on her arm. And I never want to see her again. Well, I don't guess that I ever will. No, I was holding on, waiting to begin. The prettiest girl, my friends, of all time. She don't need reasons why. She loves you and she cries. Goodbye to all the roadblocks in your mind. Well, the prettiest girl of all time, she came down with a fever, not long enough to say goodbye, but long enough to pass. And so we gathered all her friends, and we scattered her ashes from a southern hill out on the breeze, where her thoughts used to play. And she never wants to see me again. Well, I don't guess that she ever will. We were holding on, waiting to begin. The prettiest girl, my friends, of all time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Lou Poster, for coming and playing here for us. Once again, give it up for Luke. You're watching the Groamy Show on GTO TV. Groamy here.